Greg LeMond represents the first of the final few capable of challenging Delgado's time. While Delgado, because of his deficit, cannot yet catch the leaders, there is the feeling that someone must show him that his comeback won't be that easy. Greg LeMond knows about comebacks. He knows his start in the Tour de France has been a good signal, but he also understands that a good ride here can mean a lot more. During all the times Greg was down, battled thoughts of quitting, and finally stuck it out, he believed there would come the time when he would know his status. And deep down he knew that destiny would mean that time would probably come in the Tour de France.
LeMond's fourth in the prologue a week ago and a second in the final time trial in last month's Tour of Italy are the cornerstones of his renewed confidence. From the waist up, a pro cyclist looks like a human being, while from the waist down, he seems more like a machine, an engine that powers the bike.
At the start, the man who shares many of the same feelings as Greg LeMond, Laurent Fignon. Now the two of them are joined again, on the road, at the same time, chasing a carrot that has been dangled by Pedro Delgado. It is important Fignon show he can keep up with whomever decides to set the pace. First, that was Delgado. Now, it is LeMond.
Greg LeMond is in the process of passing a man who started 8 minutes ahead of him. He is just 44 seconds back of Delgado's pace to this point. Greg's son Jeffrey is 5 years old. He was 2 when Greg won the Tour in '86 and was injured shortly afterward. Instead of a memory of his dad as a champion, Jeff has seen him struggling to make a comeback until this week. All at once, Jeff's dad seems back the way he used to be when he was great.
There's no doubt now LeMond is feeling the thrill of success. And when Laurent Fignon set off, he was aiming at Delgado's time. Now he has to match a fresh target because word has filtered down that LeMond is setting a new standard and almost unthinkably could be wearing the yellow jersey by the end of this stage.
But the last man to go wearing the leader's jersey for now is Acasio da Silva of Portugal, who has been riding with the color of honor since stage 1. Meanwhile, Greg LeMond is closer to the finish line, a line that seems destined to tell a lot about the men who can't wait to get there and the color of the shirt they'll wear when they do. Possible, but the last checkpoint has confirmed it. His sleek helmet, downhill skier posture, and a huge heart-pumping overtime is overtaking Pedro Delgado's time. Greg LeMond seems like he is about to take the lead in stage 5 of the Tour de France.
Despite the wet weather and an unsureness of which way to go, LeMond is turning a dream into reality.
Regardless of what happens now, in this tour, in this stage, or in other tours, the moment Greg LeMond's wheel touches the white line, he will know whatever sacrifices he made were worth it. He was the story of 1986, more famous in Europe than at home. And as quickly as he stumbled, the press grumbled about Greg LeMond. Now you can see he's being massaged by clumsy hands, the way the European press says to Greg LeMond, welcome back. Out on the course, the plot is thickened by Fignon. He is 41 seconds behind LeMond's pace. He led LeMond by 51 seconds when the day began. It is apparent that LeMond and Fignon are destined to have everyone staring at the clock. Confusion seems to be the operative word for the mood at the finish, heightened by the fact that Greg LeMond may be winning the stage and the yellow jersey. Laurent Fignon heads to the finish.
Fignon is a Frenchman riding on French roads, and after 5 years of injury, he's healthy now for the first time since he last won this race, and the crowd is loving it.
Already, Fignon's time is not good enough to beat Le Mans and win the stage. And the moment it has taken him longer than 1:39.03 to finish the 45-mile course, he won't wear the yellow jersey. There could be a message here. His experience may be telling him that if he goes too fast, the yellow jersey may be his, and the pressure that comes with it. That may not be in the game plan of a shrewd Parisian who knows the game. He may only care to wear it on the race's last day. Could he have played it that close? The yellow jersey is speeding towards the finish on the body of Ocasio da Silva. But even though he is passing the man who started before him, he will be taking off that shirt he has worn since he claimed it way back in the first stage in his family's home of Luxembourg. He will never forget the honor. After 2 years of darkness, the shirt brings in the color of the sun. The yellow jersey has always been a symbol of cycling's greatest race. Greg LeMond has said the only yellow jersey he cares about is the one you get to wear in Paris, which would mean you've won that race. That yellow jersey for LeMond is a long way off, but this one is a symbol that it is possible for him to do it once again. The final standings of this, the fifth stage, reveal that LeMond, Delgado, and Fignon put on quite a show. And after 5 stages, LeMond's lead is 5 seconds over Fignon. And note that Pedro Delgado, who once was 198, is now 28 and trailing by less than 7 minutes.
Terrific ride.
Yeah, I'm extremely happy. I don't know what to say.
A week ago, you spoke to us cautiously about your comeback. Did you have any idea then that it would reach this magnitude?
Well, I had some feeling inside that I would have some very good results. And it's still early on in the Tour de France. I'm a little afraid for the mountains. And I could have some more difficult days, but I can't refuse a victory. I can't refuse the yellow jersey, especially what I've been through. And I think to me this is as good an accomplishment as me winning the Tour de France 66. Considering what I've come through, I think
It's been a long road back.
it's great to be back. But, it's still a ways. Only one thing I know is that my future looks great, and I think that I'm going to return stronger than before.
But does this change your assessment of the rest of the race? Do you give yourself a better chance overall than you did?
Yeah, definitely. Now I better. I was going to be happy to be in the top 20. Now I'm shooting for a top 5, and who knows, maybe even better. But I still want to keep things calm and realistic because. Excuse me, I know I've had this is a very good result. I've had very good results the last month. The last 3 weeks is another thing. I've had only 1 year of really non-stop training, and to expect to win the Tour de France it's going to be a difficult thing.
The battle has been joined. Pedro Delgado is back in the race, showing how quickly the Tour can change. But at the front, 2 men whose careers have been close before, now separated in the standings by 5 seconds. On the roads of the Tour de France, that's a matter of inches.